ways to overcome your fears when it comes to IT and technology, specifically in regards to cloud communications. And we'll talk a lot about our nCloud Connect VoIP cloud phone system. And essentially, if you're not familiar with a cloud phone system, it's basically a small box or a server that sits in our network, our data center, and it routes all of your calls out over the internet. It uses the internet to deliver all of your calls. So we're going to kind of talk about some of the fears involved when making the switch to upgraded technology such as cloud communications. And then, as far as NetCarrier goes, we're an experienced telecom provider. We're outside of Philadelphia. We've been in business for 25 plus years. So a lot of the fears you're going to see throughout the presentation are things that have come up with customers throughout the way in different industries, the same similar fears you'll see throughout. So we kind of picked the top 6 to really dive into, and hopefully they address one of your fears. So again, Laura Bell, I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing at NetCarrier. I've been here for 9 years.
I'm Steve DeFazio, I'm a Channel Partner Manager. I worked hand in hand with ETS Solutions to provide solutions for our customers and put on events like the cool one you're at today. Like Laura mentions, our sales team is built on redundancy. We have our sales support team. You heard from Rick. He is the best in the business. He takes care of everything that you need, post-sale and sometimes pre-sale. We all fill in for each other. For the most part, I'll be your main contact, but in the event that I'm out, Laura jumps in a lot. We work on a lot of stuff together. Rob's jumping in on technical stuff. So it's a real, you just don't get one person when you come with NetCarrier. You have ETS Solutions and everything they have to offer and NetCarrier, and we work great together.
Absolutely.
My name is Robert. I'm a sales engineer here. I've been here for about 4 years. I started off in our call center, which you'll hear quite a lot about, our support team, essentially. Moved up into sales engineering, and again, I just assist with training for the majority and assisting with that process up until installation for you guys.
So NetCarrier, we're a national provider of cloud-based voice and data services. So why is that good for you? Because you can get everything on one invoice. You can get your data connection from us, you can get your voice from us under one simple bill. We put everything together. We offer our service to our technology partners like ETS Solutions, and everything's referral. So all of our opportunities come through ETS and agents like ETS Solutions.
Yeah, we don't do any direct selling or marketing to customers. As you see, this event is a kind of sponsored event with ETS, and we really rely on our partners like them to sort of analyze a customer's network and sort of know when NetCarrier is a good fit and sort of bring us in on the opportunity. So just to kind of get into who we are, we talked a little bit, but we're based out of Philadelphia. We kind of started out in the Mid-Atlantic region, so if you're not familiar with us as a company, it's because a lot of our business was in the Mid-Atlantic. We've been completely national now for 9 years since I've been with the company, so we have customers all over from California to Florida. One of the main reasons why customers choose NetCarrier as a provider is our 24/7, 365 customer support. It's US based. It's actually literally outside this door down the hall. I hear the call center every single day. Call at 2 in the morning, you can get a live person. We're a privately held company, so our CTO and founder, who actually started this company as a dial-up in his garage, is still here in the office every single day, and he's also very much a part of the development of new products and sort of the future of NetCarrier. And then we have our EVP, who is also in the office every single day. So it's kind of nice that we can sort of escalate if we need to, and that it's not just like a board of directors that we're reporting to.
NetCarrier offers traditional products. We offer SIP trunks, PRIs, analog handoffs. But what you're going to be hearing about today is our nCloud Connect platform. We developed it, we own the technology, and that means we can do whatever we want with it. If your industry needs a certain feature or function, we can tweak it, we can develop in-house, and we don't have to go and talk to anybody about it. We determine how we're going to move forward with it and what we're going to develop.
Absolutely. So part of that as well, so say you make a decision to move forward with NetCarrier, whether it's our cloud communications services or our traditional services like Steve said, we fully manage the deployment of the service. So you sign up with us, you get assigned a project manager, and they're going to walk you through from start to finish. You're going to be visited by an actual technician at your physical location. They're going to survey, make sure you have the infrastructure needed, the cabling. They're going to come out again for the install, and then a third time for the actual activation and cutover of your services, so they can test and make sure that everything is up and running properly. We don't just give you an 800 number and ship the phones out and then you're up to your own devices to figure it out. We're very hands-on. Now that's not to say that if you want to go that approach, that it's not easy enough to do. You can absolutely do that, and we can ship you out and kind of walk you through how to set it up if you wish. And your project manager essentially walks you through the whole thing, and then we also train you on how to use the system. If you go with the cloud communication software, we train you on the phones, the portal, and everything.
So the next one, account team, is my favorite because it's me. So I stay with you the entire life of your contract, through any renewals, anything you need, post-sale and pre-sale, and any other time is me.
He doesn't sleep.
It's just, you can hit me up at any time. I work great with ETS, and they're my agent, so anything that goes through them is me, and that's basically it. I have sales support to back me up, sales engineering. The project manager is actually a department I came from, so I understand what goes forward with implementing a customer. So I'm very helpful. I don't give up, and that's a nice thing you'll get is me. So.
So, I mean, that's some of the many reasons why a lot of companies choose us. Obviously, the features and functionality of a cloud phone system, you're going to get that from a lot of different providers. They're all going to pretty much have similar features, but it's really kind of how they support you, how they actually deploy the service, and then how that sales process is, the pre and post sale, which I think a lot of customers really need to make sure that as they're choosing a provider that they support them along the way.
Yeah, so even with everything that we just listed, we understand that there are some scary things with technology and making a change, and that's what we're going to go through right now.
Yeah, so if you see up here on the screen, 90% of people said that if they deal with a company that has outdated technology, it would actually make them consider going somewhere else. So if they're not able to get through to somebody because their phone system's always down because it's outdated, that frustrates a customer, and then they move on. So obviously that's a very daunting percentage, and like Steve said, it is scary, and but there's some things that we can kind of go through to overcome sort of some of the fears that come into play. So here's some of the top fears we kind of want to go over today. So the fear of losing control and accessibility. So this comes up a lot with customers. They're afraid that if they no longer have a phone system on site that they can physically see and manage themselves, that they now are going to lose control over everything and that they have to call someone in order to do something with the phone system. That is absolutely not true. That's actually one of the best things about a cloud phone system. You have control over it and you can make changes easily as long as you have a web-enabled device. It's a very user-friendly administrative portal where you can log in and make changes to your system. Like maybe it's a snow day. Well, it doesn't snow in Georgia. I know everything shuts down in Georgia when it snows, but say it snows and you need to shut down the office. If you need to go in and forward calls easily, you can do that, on the fly yourself. And then we also provide you documentation and videos on how to be your own experts and manage your phone system. But then again, like we mentioned before, you have the support of NetCarrier that you can always call us and we can do the same thing.
So flexibility. Earlier this year, we all got tested. Companies, individuals, and phone systems. Everyone got sent home. It was unprecedented, and we weren't really sure what the future was going to hold. Our system allows you to work from your house, from your mobile, and from at home like you normally would, or at work like you normally would.
Yeah.
So we have Bria Enterprise that is a partner of ours, and the desktop app acts as a soft phone. They're the #1 soft phone provider in the country, and there's an app for your phone and an app for your desk, and it basically puts all of your communication tools together. There's a messaging system, and right now we're on the video conferencing part of the app.
Yep.
So that allows you, your company, and all of your employees to be more flexible.
Yeah, you can still collaborate internally because the Bria tool is an instant messaging. It mirrors your desk phone essentially. So if you're at home and you want to extension dial somebody, you can do that right from your mobile app. That's how we operate right now. And it's like you're right in the office. And then, as you can see, we're doing a screen share. We're doing a nice presentation. You can video conference with people, and that's all inclusive in this nCloud Connect platform. And that really is what's nice about this is the flexibility of working sort of wherever you need to, and still being connected with everyone in the office, which is great.
Yeah, and then as far as your user count and your services, you can scale up and down in contract, in term, anytime you want. That's when Rick comes back into play. You can do a MACD form, which is a move, add, change, remove, delete form, and you can take any services in and out and scale your business up and down and be as flexible as you want throughout your contract term.
Absolutely.
So another factor that causes people to hesitate in moving over to hosted is the fear of relying on internet. Because obviously you're moving to a hosted system, you have to use internet. Okay, so just know right from the get-go you have an inherent failover built into the system. Okay, it's hosted, it's always running, it's in our HQ. So if your site goes down, you lose power, you lose internet, you lose whatever, people can still call you, they can still leave voicemails, they can still reach you in some way. You still have the ability to forward your phones. If you have an answering service, you can forward them using the admin portal that was mentioned earlier by Laura. You have that failover available. On top of that, NetCarrier offers different failover solutions for your physical site. Multiple internet connections, SD-WAN solutions, firewalling solutions, all kinds of connectivity options that allow you, again, to fail over your physical site as well as your phone system offsite. So you don't really have to worry about, not being able to connect to your phone system or not having your customers be able to reach you at any point.
Yep. So another fear is having an outdated system in 2 years. So I know one of the things I always kind of tie to cloud communications is your cell phone. So you have a cell phone, say you have an iPhone, you will get a software update periodically, remember every quarter, and then with that software update there might be bug changes, but then there's also a lot of feature enhancements that get pushed onto you, and that's free of charge. That's exactly how a cloud phone system works as well. So as we develop new features and functionality, you're not outlaying a large amount of money to upgrade your a card in your PBX or purchase new equipment, a new server. You don't have to do any of those things. We upgrade, we add services, we add features, functionality, and that gets pushed onto you. So you're never really behind the technology because as us, the provider, we're making sure our software that we're providing customers is at the leading edge of every, features and functionality that are happening in the industry right now. And obviously, if you aren't comfortable with making the switch and you've purchased your phone system a couple years ago and you outlaid a large amount of money, when Steve mentioned earlier, we have traditional services as well. So if you need to look at internet services or your dial tone that uses your phone system, we can do that as well. And then I know a lot of customers, they sort of switch over to us to traditional services, and then throughout their contract, when they're ready to make the switch, we let them, upgrade to a cloud phone system within their contract, which is kind of helpful for people to get a feel for how NetCarrier operates. And then with our phone system, we also have contact center solutions, which also is another part of the software that's involved with the cloud phone system. And contact center solutions are basically smart ways to properly route all of your calls. It's very intelligent routing strategies. So if you want to, maybe you have a call center or a support staff, and you want to make sure that when your clients call in, they're getting the proper person and their call is being handled and addressed according to why they called in. So we have a lot of different features and functionality that help you stay on top of the industry and technology that's out there.
The next one, fear of cost, is a big one for all of us, right?
Yeah.
What does it cost? What's it going to cost me?
Yeah.
Our nCloud Connect can eliminate your large capital expense. And we even have solutions that cost you nothing at all up front. We have a leasing agreement that you can get into and wrap all of your new hardware into your monthly cost, and it will cost you no money at all to start. Like we mentioned earlier, you can add and remove services, and we don't lock you into everything you need. We have a lot of times where we'll discuss for a while what you need, think we have it all ironed out, and then we will add and remove something even after the contract is signed. We're very flexible in getting you what you need.
Yep.
We offer invoice analysis and free consultation. So if you even think that you're spending too much now, you have a current fear, send it to me and I'll do a breakdown, send you a quote and a proposal, or I'll have sales support send it over to you where you can see, hey, you might be able to update your technology and your voice and maybe even get faster internet and be less than what you're spending right now.
Yeah.
We have a promotion going on till the end of the year that we're giving you 3 months free seats. So if you're on the fence about wanting to do this and you want to say, hey, let me see if this works out, you can get a discount for your first 3 months, get all your seats for free, and then we'll prove to you that it works and that it's valuable and worth the money.
Yeah, and so, what we're going to be doing is sort of after this presentation, and if you notice, we're not doing this, large dump on you, and hopefully a lot of this information kind of is hitting some points in your mind of the reason why you came here today. But we really just kind of wanted to give you an overview of what we offer and some of the things that come up when customers are, thinking about making the change. But one thing when Christian was saying, as you guys go to the, as they go shooting and there's the group that's staying back, kind of socializing, we're going to have a one-on-one business booth. So that way you can sort of take your time and sort of think about some questions you might have with us, and we can sort of get to know you one-on-one. So we're going to be doing that sort of after this. Sorry, Rob.
No, it's all right. So one of the last fears that we're going to cover today is the fear of support. Okay, so moving over to a new phone system, a whole new company, obviously, you're going to want to need support. You're going to need to know how your phone system works, how to access different services, how to contact certain people, and in regard to certain issues. So we have you covered between us and ETS. All right, you have 2 layers of support there. Okay, so you can feel free to reach out to them, and then in the event that there's something that they need to reach out to us or you need to reach out to us in regard to, we have you covered. Okay, on top of that, you have a project manager. Okay, so from the start of your account, building your account, you have a project manager that sits there with you up until deployment, that determines absolutely everything that you need to make your system work how you want it to work. Okay, it's the same person all the way up until deployment. The last thing is, again, just to reiterate and solidify this, your rep stays with you. Steve stays with you all the way through the life of your account. Doesn't matter if it's 10 years later, as long as, again, Steve's not going anywhere. He's staying. He's going to be your rep to the end of time. Right?
He's retiring here.
That's right.
And I mean, you will notice as you get to know the NetCarrier staff, and a lot of the people you met earlier today have been with the company for a long time. So that's one thing, we operate as a team and almost like a family as well. I've been here 9 years, and as you can tell, we sort of came from different departments. Rob came from our support staff and moved to sales engineering. Steve came from our project managers and moved to a sales rep or a channel manager. So you'll see that a lot throughout the company, and I really think that sort of shows how much we invest in the company and we care about our customers. And Steve's not going to just sell you something, or myself, and then just say, see you later, I got my sale, I'm going to go get my bonus. You don't get a bonus.
No. I don't know what she's talking about, bonus, but
he doesn't get paid. So he stays with you, and you have the support team here throughout your contract. So I think we're going to sort of end it there. I know that was like kind of pretty quick, but I know we want to drink. We want to shoot, and if we were there, we would be shooting, but we're drinking instead. And obviously, hopefully, sometime soon we can get down there and meet all of you in person. But what I think we'll do now is we'll turn it over to Christian, so we can sort of break you up into your groups. And like he said, we're gonna have a closest to the bullseye contest,
Yep.
and then we're gonna be giving out some prizes later. So hopefully everyone stays, and happy shooting to everyone. And then we look forward to kind of talking with you all on the one-on-one sessions and getting to know you a little bit.